Hey everyone, how are y'all? Sorry, I'm late. I wish I had a Red Bull and some damn gummy bears, but I don't have any tonight. Betty Joe, how are you? Elsie, how are you? Give me just a second, y'all. Fix something here. Betty Joe, why is he making you mad? Butterfly Kisses, how are you? Butterfly Kisses, did you see my message that I sent to you? I didn't see it until this morning, but I did enter you back. Tiff, how are you? Oh, it seems like I'm missing something here. I don't know what it is that I'm missing. Tiff, I'm just here. I don't know how I'm doing for it is. Shishi, how are you? Hey, Betty Joe.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm
No,
back here doing
once in
something.
a while my voice will go in and out.
No, you're good. I'm trying to figure something out here real quick. Christy, how are you? Okay, I need to get this notification off of here, but in order to do so, I have to go to my phone to do it. So, okay, now we got that off. Let's get out of here. Get back into my Discord. Okay, I think I got it now. And my son keeps texting me. Okay, I told him I was live. He doesn't care, apparently. Okay, it seems like I'm forgetting to do something, and I can't figure out what it is. If y'all have not done so, please hit the thumbs up. Put your chat on live chat. I need to move this around. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get back to doing lives because I'm just forgetting everything. Make sure I haven't missed anybody in the chat. And oh my god, it is hot too, y'all.
It's
Jeez.
what?
Hot. Girl, it was almost 70 here today. Today was
You're funny.
tech death. How are you? No, today was actually the first day that it has been out of the 30s and 40s. Hey, Gigi. Oh shit, tech death said it was negative 13 there. Where are you located at? Damn. It's supposed to be in the 70s all next week here. Thank God.
Next week it's supposed to be in the 60s.
Like, I'm over Ohio. Okay. Yeah, I'm over the cold weather.
Let me see. It is 24 degrees going down to 17.
Oh, good lord. I don't know what it is here right now, but I know it's hot. 54
And
here right now. Hey, just on.
next Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday it's going to be 60, 62, and 65.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're gonna get a little bit warmer. Tia said it's warming up. Which Tiffany, you're only 3 hours away from me, so you'll be getting basically the same temperatures that we are.
after having about a foot of snow.
Yeah, I'm glad we didn't get that much. Well,
This
we
time,
didn't even get snow. We just got all ice.
well, the very first time when you got the ice, we got the ice.
Well,
This
look,
time, it was
I
snow.
I don't know what's up with the ice, but I've had for the past since it did it last weekend. There's still in this one little area in my yard where the sun doesn't hit it. It has not melted at all. It's
Yeah,
just
we
sitting
got
there.
that.
I don't know if it
Well,
melted today, but I hadn't been out there.
we got snow sitting on it, but yeah, we got that too.
Yeah,
But
I'm
yeah,
hoping.
this time it actually snowed. It started at 5 in the morning, but it was like a dusting, and then it
Mm-hmm.
stopped for a little bit, and then at 8 o'clock in the morning, it really started snowing, and it didn't stop till almost 4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, Lord. I'm glad we didn't get it like that. But if I had a choice between the ice and the snow, I would rather have snow.
And then baby, she loved it.
Well, at least she had fun.
She's out there uh sledding on her 4 wheeler,
Oh,
making snow angels, playing
well,
on a trampoline.
at least she had fun.
Yeah, because it's her very first snow.
Right.
She's never had snow. She's had ice.
Yeah, I don't like the ice at all.
She had a blast,
I hate this cold and snow.
but I'm
Tech
over it.
Death, Tech Death lives in Ohio, saying he hates the snow. He really should move. I don't know honestly where you would move to right now in the U.S. because
Yeah, 'cause Florida even Florida even got snow.
they were saying it was either today or yesterday that Florida was colder than
Yeah,
Iceland,
yeah.
and it from central Texas all the way across the south up the east coast all the way up into Canada. It was all freezing weather. Like I think they said it was over 2,500 miles of nothing but hey Daisy, nothing but winter weather watches and alerts and all that.
40,
Take
40 states got hit with the
with
with
all
the
this
ice
this
and the
snow,
snow.
yeah, yeah. Oh God, y'all,
Just
it
when
is.
we thought it was all over, we get 6 more weeks.
Hey Sally, yeah, everybody was pissed about the groundhog.
Yeah, they wanted him arrested. There was a warrant out for him.
Oh, they were saying they were going to throw him on the grill and all that.
It was funny.
See, Daisy is my best friend. Told her she should watch you. Thank you, Tech Death. I appreciate that. And Daisy, thank you so much for joining us. Elsie, that's crazy that we are colder down here than Alaska. That is just
That is
crazy.
crazy though. Hell, the kids were out of school all last week till Friday. They went to school Friday,
Hmm.
and then they're out today and tomorrow.
Oh, they shut the whole state of Louisiana down. Let's see. So that Friday, whenever it started that Saturday, and it's supposed to go all from like early morning Saturday all the way to Monday morning. And whenever they put that into the forecast, the whole state shut down Friday. Of course, Saturday and Sunday they were already closed, and then like Monday and Tuesday everything was closed, and then it started opening back up Wednesday morning. Like it well about 11 or 12 Wednesday during the day, they started
Yeah,
opening back up.
and that's what I'm saying. When we got the ice, they closed school Monday,
Mm-hmm.
and then they had remote learning Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And then they went back Friday, only to get another remote learning packet because then Saturday it snowed.
Yeah,
And
I'm ready for all the cold weather to go away. Oh, something. I'm trying to get all of my stuff pulled up for this Nancy Guthrie case. I've been all day, all of it.
And then I end up with this cold because of the baby.
Yeah, I was because of how the weather was doing, and plus we were without power that one whole night when it got down to like 14 or 15 degrees. It
Mm-hmm.
went out that I think Sunday night. It went out, and they were saying it was supposed to be back on like the 27th. It eventually came back on like up in the day the next day. Thank God on the 26th, but it was cold that night.
Oh yeah, it was like 4 degrees here,
Hmm.
but
Okay, I'm trying to, huh?
we never lost power.
Oh God, we lost power several times.
I mean, it flickered a few times, but we never
Yeah.
lost.
Well, I figured ours would be out for a week or two, like it usually is. But the first time it went out, it came back on in like 4 hours, and then we had it for 12 hours, and then it went back out again overnight. And that's when they were saying it was going to be out for like 2 days, but they ended up getting it fixed quicker. But I will have to say it was because of the lineman that was from out of state. It wasn't any of our linemen that was working on it, so they got to it quicker. Mustang, how are you? Okay. Has anyone been keeping up with the Nancy Guthrie case?
Mm, I've seen it, but I haven't seen anything else about it.
They came out with not a whole lot of information today, but they're kind of dropping little pieces here and there without giving a, like the most important information. Um, and there was a press conference also, and I have not watched it uh, because I was going to play it tonight and watch it with y'all. But apparently, so Saturday on the 31st, she was dropped off at like between 9:30 and 9:45 uh, that night. Now, I had heard to begin with that she had went to a church function, and that the church had dropped her off that night.
Right.
But then I heard that she had went out with her daughter, not Savannah, but her other daughter. I think her name's Samantha. But she had went out with the other daughter, and I believe they went to eat and was playing a game or something, which could have had something to do with the church. I don't know. Like I said, I'm hearing both stories. Um, but anyway, so she was dropped off that night between 9:30 and 9:45 at night. Sometime during the night, she is abducted out of her bed while she's sleeping. And they said that her front door was open, but or no, her front door was unlocked, but there
Right.
was signs of forced entry, and that her purse, her car keys, her car, her phone, and all of her medication was still at her house. And this is medication that she has to take daily. And they were saying that if she does not have this medication within 24 hours, it could be fatal.
Wow.
So she didn't have any of that with her. She does not have any cognitive issues. That was like a huge question that had first came out because she had just, had problems, dementia, something like that, and maybe she wandered off. I guess you turned out because I am. Okay, Chrissy, that's fine. Hey, Dan, how are you? Um, they thought maybe that was a reason. Maybe she was having problems like that, and she got up and walked away in the middle of the night. Dub, how are you? Um, oh, Dub says the crime is sexually motivated. I haven't heard that, Dub, but they do say that she has mobility issues and that she can only walk like up to 50 yards or 50 feet, one of the two. I'll have to go back and look. But anyway, um, she can only walk a very short distance.
Sounds like me.
So they're saying that they know the path that was possibly taken. She does have cameras at her house, so they were going through that. They were asking the neighbors, about their cameras and stuff like that. And I'll pull up where her house is here in a minute on Google Maps. But the houses are, it's $1 million home that she lives in, and uh, it's like it's not a neighborhood where you see the houses are sitting right next to each other.
Right.
Um, but they're kind of sit back off the road a little bit. They've got a lot of empty land around them, but there is a lot of landscape in front of them between the house and the road. So it's kind of hard to see the house from the road. Um, it was said by another creator, and I'm not going to put the creator's name out there, but I did put it in Discord earlier. Apparently, um, and I have not confirmed this, but I'm going to go ahead and say it anyway. It was said that she did have workers that worked there. A creator
Right.
had said that they had heard that she had hired some workers south of the border that would come in and cook, clean, and do her yard work for her. Now, those workers are being questioned. Hey, King, how are you? All of those workers are being questioned. My thing is, if it's somebody like that is from just on, I have it right here. Well, it's not a picture, but it is on Google Maps. But you can send it to me if it's like an up close picture to it. Send it to me in Discord, and I'll just screenshot it from there. Dub, yes, I do need to get on that one also because I did hear that the guy that murdered her, he ended up leading them to her body. I saw that today.
You talk about that teenage girl.
Yeah, the Haley Busby girl.
Yeah.
They ended up arresting him. He admitted to being with her, and then he eventually led them back to her body. But that was the last thing I'd heard on that case. Um, but so anyway, the houses are not up close like a lot of the neighborhoods that we see, but it is a very upscale type of neighborhood, million or more dollar houses. Um, but they also said, okay, thank you, Chisholm. They also said that there is a crime scene at the house. Okay, let me screenshot this real quick. Why is it not letting me out here? Um, and that they believe that she was injured at the house, but they didn't go into any details on why they think that or what it is that they found, which I do understand because they don't want to harm the investigation. We've seen that in all these different cases. Hold on, let me grab.
Did they? Did Has
Go ahead.
anybody offered a ransom or anything?
As far as I know, they haven't. My initial thought was because of her daughter Savannah being one of the hosts on the Today Show, that maybe that had something to do with it. But they're
That's
saying,
what. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I thought, well, maybe because of without getting into it, we know of all of the bullshit that's going on in the U.S. right now and up in Minnesota and all the different places or whatever. And so I thought maybe she might have said something on the Today Show that might have upset someone who also knew who her mom was, and maybe that's why they did what they did. Uh, but they haven't came out and said that yet. Struggling in her bedroom is what I said. Well, Dub, they did say that she was in bed when she was taken, and that she didn't leave the house on her own. And Elsie, I don't know. They haven't came out with a motive. Like I said, I haven't heard anything about a ransom being offered. Um, I don't know if it could be the people who were working for her, just because they would know the layout of the property, they would know the layout of the house, um, they would know how to get in and out of the house, they would know her schedule. I think with someone who comes in and cooks and cleans and or is doing yard work, they would know how to get into your house without you even knowing that they're in the house.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if it has something to do with that. Dan, have a wonderful night. Uh, oh, DNA body fluids were left in her bedroom. Oh, see, Deb, I haven't heard that. That's interesting. Um, there is some RSOs in her area also. There's a few of those. Now, I don't know exactly what their charges were, but I know that there are some level one and level two offenders that's not that far from where she lives at. So they had to have a reason and the responsibility of moving an older lady. They can do just assault. See, Tiff, that's what's not making sense. Why didn't, if they were, like, why take her? And the border is only, which I haven't mapped it. I've heard 70 miles. I've heard 90 miles. I do need to map it real quick. But this is the picture of her house. I don't know how many bedrooms. I don't know how many bathrooms. I don't know how many entrance points there are. They just said that the front door was left unlocked. Don't know if that's where they're saying that there was forced entry at. Like I said, they're letting out bits and pieces, but they're not letting out a whole lot. Like there's so much more that I want to know, but they're not going to tell us anytime soon.
Nope.
So that's as detailed as I'm getting. I mean, Tiff, I get what you're saying, and it may come out. And I mean, there may be a ransom. There may be a motive that comes out. There may be, I don't know. It's just it. Why her?
Yeah, that's the thing. Why her?
Like, why did they target her house? This elderly lady who has mobility issues. It can either be possibly the workers, or it could have something to do with who her daughter is.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's
both of those scenarios suck.
yeah. I'm thinking it kind of has to do with her daughter.
I mean, I hope not, just because can you imagine how her daughter would feel?
Well, yeah. I mean,
You know what I'm saying? And I don't even watch the Today Show, but I was reading a couple of different things today where um, they were talking about like the news stations in Tucson knew Savannah because she's from that area and she was a journalist there and all
mm-hmm.
that. And then the host from the Today Show, and they were talking about how close Savannah and her mama is. And because her dad passed away when she was 16, and her mom had to raise her and her sister and her brother, and it was very hard during that time, and they were just very close. And if it comes out that it's because of her or some,
No.
she's the reason. Not, let me see how I can say this without, because I'm not saying that it's her fault, but
No.
if it's if they did this because of who her daughter is, that's going to be gut wrenching to her.
Yeah, because you got sick people in this world that will, target a talk host or a news anchor or, and then they like threaten them with their family or something like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not saying that's what they did to her, but
Yeah.
it just seems suspicious that there was workers that she had working, and then who her daughter is
Mm-hmm.
on the Today Show. Because I watch it sometimes. I don't watch it all the time.
I mean, I've watched it, but it was like way back during election time.
I mean, sometimes I watch
I haven't.
like when the
And it,
baby getting up for school. I'll put it on or something.
King says it seems more personal to her. I don't know. I just.
But see, that's what I'm saying. You know, could it be because of who her daughter is, and there's somebody's holding a grudge on her daughter or on her
I mean,
mother, or
honestly, that was like the first thing that popped in my mind. And then whenever, like I said, the thing about the workers came out, um, and it's I have not confirmed that the workers are from Mexico. That is just what another creator had put out. But it was confirmed that she did have workers that she had hired.
right.
I just it doesn't matter where they're from. They still had access to the property. They had access to the house. They should be questioned if they had anything to do with it, be held accountable for it. If they did not, then you know they didn't have anything to do with it. So she needs her medication. Elsie, yes, they did say that if she did not have it within 24 hours, it could be fatal. I don't know if that has something to do with her mobility. I don't. It could be something more serious. It could, they're not going to put out what her health issues are, other than she didn't have any cognitive problems, nothing like dementia, Alzheimer's, nothing like that. Just she had mobility problems and couldn't walk very far. Just I don't know. Maybe I hopefully they find her and she is okay. That is what I'm hoping.
No, world's going crazy.
It
Why
has.
are they taking it from your damn house? I wish.
There's well, in the middle of the. That's what I'm saying. Like, why this house and why this elderly lady? Like, why? Oh Lord, Gigi. Gigi just spilled her coffee on her phone. Gigi, why are you drinking coffee this late at night? See, I hope there's something on the neighborhood ring cams. Just on me too. They claim that they know the path that was taken, and there was something that was mentioned about a struggle outside of her home as well.
See, that's that. From what I heard, it was there was enough evidence in the house and enough evidence leading out the house.
Hmm. Oh yeah, they said once they got in there and they went to looking at everything, they automatically knew that there was a crime scene inside the house. A crime had happened. Uh, that she did not leave that house on her own free will. That she was
Yeah, yeah.
kidnapped, abducted, however you want to put it. She didn't leave on her own will. Uh, the authorities do have her phone though. Hey Courtney. So they do have her phone. She did have cameras, like I said, on the property. There was a guy that's on Twitter that I follow. He made it out there. I seen he had posted a few minutes ago. He made it out there right before dark, but he said that he was still able to see where the cameras could possibly be at on the house. He didn't say where or anything like that. So I'm trying to keep up with what he's saying and information he's giving out. But she did have cameras. That I'm pretty sure all of her neighbors probably had cameras also. Like I
Well,
said, it's a. And
they,
let me get this down, and I will pull it up. Google
they
Maps. Which one is? Okay, I gotta find her house first. Oh shit! Hold on, y'all. I gotta exit off of something on the map. to get rid of that. What do we get rid of that too? Yep, that's where to go. Give me just a second. I'm moving stuff off my map so y'all can't see it. The expert, how are you? So glad you are covering this. The expert, it is a crazy story. I just don't get why they want to target this older lady. I mean, why go through that trouble of taking her from the house if she has mobility problems? Did they know that before they went in the house and they planned accordingly, or was this just a random act and kind of had to wing it once they got in there and realized that she had mobility problems? Oh, okay, all right. Let me get this pulled. And then I'm gonna play the press conference. Okay. So I went so long without doing this that I done forgot how to maximize all of my stuff on StreamYard. Chrissy, this is the Nancy Guthrie case. Oh, expert, you're talking about Savannah? That was my first thought also, that maybe it has something to do with because of who her daughter is. But then there's also the fact that she has workers that come to her house to cook, clean, and do her yard work.
Now, my question is with the workers,
Hmm.
are they the same workers that come and do her stuff all the time?
That was not said. All the all the two different stories that I have heard was that she had workers that come in, cook, clean, and did her yard work, and that she had hired them. Uh, they were from south of the border. That's how it was put in the message on Twitter. Um, and then it was said by the authorities there that she had workers that she had hired, but they did not say where they were from or wherever. The fact of it is, it to me, it doesn't matter where they're from. Now, if they are from Mexico, that kind of amps things up a little bit, being that she is, and I'm going to map it here in a minute from her house to the border, uh, because it's not over 100 miles. They could have easily got her to a vehicle and took her across the border.
Yeah.
You know, so if if that's the case, you know what I'm saying? Like it there could be possibly more to it. But according to what I have heard, they are questioning the workers, but that still doesn't mean anything. That the workers tell someone else, that they give a
Right.
layout of the house and the property. Because this is her house right here. Right here. So, like I said, the houses are not right up against each other. There is a little bit of property in between each one, and there's a lot of empty space. I'm just gonna go ahead and say this because whenever I looked at this earlier, this just looks like rattlesnake heaven to me.
It does.
With with all this, I'm just gonna. That was like my first thought whenever I saw the property. Let's see. Could it be a robbery gone bad? King. It could be. It could be just they picked out a random house, um, and didn't know who lived there. Didn't know that this was an elderly lady who had mobility problems, and they got in there, and that's what happened. That's
Yeah.
what it was. It could have been. They knew that it was Savannah Guthrie's mom's house, and it's a nice house. It's worth. I think they said 1.1 mil. Um, Maybe they thought that because of who her daughter is, she had money as well, along with this big, nice house. It could have been the people who work for her that knew what she had in the house. Because I mean, if you're going into your cleaning somebody's house, you're going to kind of see things that the people who live there may not want you to see, but you may see things. You may see things that are worth money. It's There's several different possibilities. If I have to pick out one to two of them, I'm going to go with either the fact of who her daughter is or the workers. That's just my theory. I could be completely wrong. If I'm wrong, I'll say that I am. But
Right.
as of right now, that's what I'm thinking. So anyway, this is the house, and I mean it's a big neighborhood. I guess I don't even know what the hell a big neighborhood would be considered, y'all, because I live out in the sticks, but it looks like a big neighborhood to me. Um, and apparently, from what I have also heard, this neighborhood is not easy to get into or out of. That you would have to know your way around it uh, to get in and get out. They're claiming they know the path that they took. I'm assuming roads in and out. I don't know, but there is a main highway. The North Campbell Avenue is right over here, not far from it. So I don't know. It's maybe they'll come out with some more information tomorrow. Another I gotta find it out. Oh, right here. Another presser possibly. I don't know. See, but they left all of her stuff there. Yeah, Elsie, the card, the keys, her purse, phone. Now they didn't say anything about. They said her purse was there, but they didn't say anything about a wallet being there. Not that I've heard, because that was also said. Well, did they get a debit card and take her to an ATM? Is that a possibility? They know that she was dropped off between 9:30 and 9:45 that night. Sometime during the night this happens, and then by noon the next day, the family's reporting her missing because she didn't show up for church that morning. And when she didn't show
But
up,
she was gone that night.
yeah, they took her that night, but when she didn't, she was supposed to go to church the next morning, that Sunday morning. And when she didn't show up to church, the people at the church got worried.
Right.
And they got in touch with the family and all that. And then family reported her missing by 12 o'clock Sunday afternoon. Courtney, while I'm thinking about it, just so I don't forget, I was going to send you a message earlier. If you want to go ahead and send that stuff, you can whenever you get ready. The weather's not going to be bad here. Okay, let me. I gotta find what I did with. Yeah, I've got so many tabs. It's crazy. Oh, wait, I know what I want to do. Hold on. I want to do this real quick, y'all. I have it put up, and then I just exit completely out of it. Isn't that Nogales that is down there? The Vegas with the border? They get ready and just got. Okay, Courtney, that's fine. Just whenever you get ready, they're not. I know all next week is going to be warm weather. Hopefully, from here on out, it's going to be warm weather, but I don't think we're going to have anything bad. So, I think that was Nogales that was down there at the border. I didn't get a bug. Sally, you're not getting my goodies. Sorry, you didn't share the last time. So, yes, it is Nogales. Give me just a second, y'all. I'm mapping this to the border. What the heck? Okay, so it's saying from her house to the border, it is an hour and 30 minutes or 77 miles. So they could have then had her across the border into Mexico, God knows where, before it was even realized that she was missing.
Yep.
That's a scary thought. Yo, why are we not on the screen? Here we go. Right, now let me open it. And let me find the press conference that they did.
Can you hear me?
Huh? Can you hear me? Can anybody in the chat hear me? Okay, thank you, Daisy. Thank you, Courtney. Okay, let me see how I can do this. All right, give me a second, y'all. I'm about to pull it up. I'm trying to get all of this shit off my screen real quick.
You can hear me? Can Scarlett hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Oh, can Betty Joe not hear me? What the hell? Betty Joe, can you hear me? That's bullshit. One Zero Matters, how are you? Okay, give me a second, y'all. Okay, so if it were the people who work for her, they would know she needed her medicine to live. They would take it unless they wanted the woman. Elsie, that is a good point. I can hear Betty Joe, but apparently she couldn't hear me. Wonder, I'm doing good. And it's good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. Let me pull the link back up. Wonder, they didn't say. They said that she has no cognitive issues, but she does have mobility issues, and that if she does not have her medication within 24 hours, it could be fatal. But that was all the information that they had given out about it. They have a camera footage from the neighborhood or red light cameras. They have to tip. Yeah, I think they have a lot more that they're just not putting out, which that is every case that we've ever talked about. Really, they're going to give out just bits and pieces of it. Yeah, Gigi, I think whenever I pulled me and her back up on the screen, I think it did something because I could hear her. She just, for whatever reason, couldn't hear me, which we've had that issue before up here. And then once she comes back in, I'll pull the presser up. Uh, Chrissy, are you still in here? Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
They say that people have been having problems with StreamYard.
I think whenever I pulled both me and you back up on the screen
Uh-huh.
after I got rid of the Google Maps or whatever, I think it did something because we've had that issue before. So,
I'm
okay,
walking away. Nobody.
yeah, I couldn't hear what you were saying. Not the whole time. Sometimes I could, not the whole time. Christy, I just saw your message, and I was gonna tell you. Hold on. Let me just do this because if I just say that I'm gonna do it, then y'all know I'm gonna forget. Uh, Hold on one second. Now let me send this to her because she needs a case to write about. Let's see, is the RX at her house or in her purse, or does it seem like they? Okay, so one year, whenever she was taken from her house Saturday night, her purse, keys, phone, car, and her medicine were all left at home. Um, I have not heard anything about her wallet or if like any type of credit, debit cards, or anything like that was taken. Okay, let me send this real quick. One second. Oh shit. Yeah, I just fucking all kinds of shit up tonight. Okay. Elsie, it's very heartbreaking. This is an 84-year-old lady who lived at home by herself. And if it's a targeted attack, I mean that this is crazy. Oh, bonjour, that is true. It doesn't matter the age. I've seen so many cases in the last couple of weeks of parents taking off with their kids and nobody knowing where they're at, or just kids in general going missing, teenagers going missing. Like, there's so many missing person cases out there right now. Sally, yeah. Betty Joe, are you watching Discord?
What?
Are you watching Discord? Hey Scott, how are you?
No, no, I was having a coughing fit.
Oh, Sally's over there cutting up. I just,
No, I was having a coughing fit.
oh my god. I need to stay off Discord whenever I'm live.
And I don't want to cough and let everybody hear me about choke to death. I've coughed so much my throat hurts and I lose my voice.
I have not lost my voice yet this year.
And I blame all these little 5-year-olds and 6-year-olds.
You know, Betty Joe's gonna go to school fighting these little kindergartners because they're getting her sick.
Now look, knock on wood, the baby hasn't been coughing.
Well,
She
that is
has
good.
she hasn't had a cold. She went outside for 2 days and played in the snow. Not one cough.
But when she goes back to school, she's gonna get
Baby
sick.
goes back to school and comes home with a cold. I'm going in that school.
Who has allergies in the winter? I have allergies all the time because I live on the Stanford Road. Let's see. All right. Let's see. Oh, I gotta do that. See y'all. I'm already forgetting. Here it goes. Here. I need this. Every time I go in Discord, Sally Mae is in. Put something in there.
I'm gonna have to go look.
Yeah, Christy asked a question, and then Sally Mae just came right back with the with an answer for it. Hold on, y'all. I'm getting the thing pulled up here. The press conference that they had today. Okay, I'm gonna leave it like this. That way, I don't have to bring the two of us back up like I did a minute ago. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear this or not.
I believe it was around noon yesterday. We got a call to the Guthrie residence.
Can y'all hear that? Okay. Okay. Thank you, Daisy. All right. Thank you, Christy.
That Nancy Guthrie, 84 years old, um, was missing. We expended a lot of resources for a missing person that we typically always do. Our search and rescue volunteers, our search and rescue teams, other agencies, Borstar from Border Patrol sent their canines out. Uh, they worked tirelessly all day yesterday and all day tonight. I'm sorry, all day yesterday and all last night. To no avail. As I said yesterday, we saw some things at the home that were concerning to us. We believe now, after we processed that crime scene, that we do in fact have a crime scene, that we do in fact have a crime, and we're asking the community's help. This community has always stepped up to help us solve some pretty tough crimes. I'm looking for that again. This is a 84-year-old lady who um, suffers from some physical ailments, has some physical challenges, is in need of medication that if she doesn't have in 24 hours, it could be fatal. So we make a plea to anyone who knows anything about this, who has seen something, heard something, to contact us. Call 911. We don't we don't need another bad tragic ending. We need some help. Our team is the best. I couldn't speak any higher. I think you know that. We have done some great work with our partners in the Valley. You know, this community, I have to give a lot of thanks to our law enforcement agencies all across this valley, whether it's the Tucson Police Department or some of the smaller agencies. They've all reached out. They've all offered to assist. The FBI, uh, all of them. We work so close with them, and they are all plugged in. We'll continue to work closely with them. But what I really need is I need this community to step up and start giving us some calls. Let us know if you've seen something. We are right now at a time, and I apologize. Everybody tells me I talk too softly. We are at a time where, in this investigation, we're now moving forward where we need to depend on technology. You know, our license plate readers, our camera systems throughout the community, anything, everything. And we will download all that data we have from the home, from different pieces of technology we've gotten, and we will use that to our advantage. But the reason I bring this up is that, you know, I'm a cop. I hate politics, but I have to remind our political leaders that they need to quit this banter of every time law enforcement leaders come to you for a need, that you give up these ridiculous remarks about how it's going to be misused. AI is a bad, evil word. The cameras are very bad and evil. I'm tired of that. those tools in the right hands with the right minds and the right approaches are extremely valuable to solving crimes just like this. We need that. We need more staffing. We need a lot of things. But what I really need is I need the community's help with this. So I want to make sure I didn't, before I take any questions, it is a crime scene. We know that. She needs her daily medication. And anybody that sees anything that even looks, hey, maybe that's her, just take a quick picture and take a video, send it to us. The number is real easy here locally. It's 911. You can contact our 88 crime and remain anonymous. You can call me, anybody. Uh, I am here to take any questions you may have. It will be a little limited. I apologize for that, but we do have a crime that we need to protect its integrity. I have here Sergeant David Stivers from our homicide team. He has been up all night, so bear with us if we are a little bit fuzzy in our answers or responses, but we're both here for any questions you may have. Let's start, please.
Recognizing your limitations, but can you elaborate at all on what makes you believe it's a crime scene as opposed to someone who left home and just couldn't find out what that?
Well, I think I told you she is very limited in her mobility, right? We know she didn't just walk out of there. That we know. There are other things at the scene that indicate there was she did not leave on her own. We know that.
If you don't have plate readers, is there a vehicle associated with it?
When I told you we're now at the phase where we're looking at all the technology, all of that is being evaluated as we speak. Let me say this: we've not just thrown our search and rescue team out there. They are going to be doing some door-to-door with our criminal investigation team. It is not just our homicide unit. All of our criminal investigation detectives. I went out last night to the scene. There were probably 100 cars out there, all from the sheriff's department, all working this case. It takes a lot of manpower and a lot of energy. This team of mine worked throughout the night. They continue to work. David's had zero sleep, but he and his team are working as hard as they can.
Is there anybody else associated with her, a caregiver, family member, acquaintance, who is also missing and somebody?
No. The family, all of the family has been very cooperative with us. They're working with us. They're staying in touch with us. They have complete access to anybody on this department. Savannah has been in touch with us as well. Our hearts go out to them. This is their mom. She's just a great lady from what I've heard, and I feel for the family. We just want to find her and bring her back safe.
Sheriff, you mentioned that she didn't just walk out, but is there any additional information that you can give us on what may have alluded to this being a crime scene?
I wish I could. I really do. I know that everybody wants to know certain things, but I can't do that it would be inappropriate at this time.
Are there signs of breaking and entering or any forced entry?
I again don't want to get into that. David, can you see anything here? Do you?
At this time, it's still very active in investigation. There were circumstances on scene that we believe are suspicious in nature, I think is the best way to put it. But we can't really get into a whole lot of details with that.
Do you believe that this was targeted, or they just happened to hit Savannah Guthrie's mom, or if this was just?
We don't know that. We look at all of that, but we just don't know that.
Do they have cameras at the home?
They do, and we're looking through some of that. Yeah.
With this being an active crime scene, is there any threat to the general public?
Trying to figure out my phone. Well, no, I don't think there's an active threat, but I hate to say that because, we're going to canvass that neighborhood and maybe there's a prowler been seen around. There's a lot of work still to do. We don't have any indication that that the public is in danger.
And what does that search look like today beyond what you've already told us about last night?
So we have shut down our search and rescue mission, and we've sent them home to rest. They were out all night. Eh, Look, we put all our air assets into this, our drone systems, our aircraft, our helicopters, heat sensors, infrared, everything we've thrown at this. They're going to step aside. We'll call them out again if we need to do more searching. But right now, we don't see this as a search mission as much as we do a crime scene.
Sheriff, can you tell us a little bit about that map?
That is, and David probably can better answer it than I, but that is our search patterns, I believe. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
So with all the assets that we deployed yesterday with the search and rescue teams, the map that's on the screen is basically tracks that were followed. Those are all the colored lines are all ground tracks of different teams and different assets that were used on the ground, to include the canines, the volunteers, and our own search and rescue team. The circles are going to be representative, if not necessarily perfect, of our air circulation with both our helicopter and our fixed wing aircraft at night, working with the night time cameras. So difficult to see where the house is. This house is basically pretty close to center in that, and then all of the searching that went on throughout the day with those folks out there on the ground.
What this really helps with is our search teams, when they come back and reassess, maybe they've missed an area, we can look at it and say, hey, you know what, this area could use a little more coverage, and so they concentrate again. Our search and rescue team is top notch. They're out every single day. If it's not a lost person, it's a hiker, it's somebody who's wandered away from a care home, whatever it may be. I want to stress to you, and it is really important, Miss Guthrie, Nancy Guthrie, is of great sound mind. This is not a dementia related. She is as sharp as a tack. The family wants everybody to know this isn't somebody who just wandered off. Her physical limits are based on just age, and we get old, and so it's more physical. But clearly, she is as sharp as a tack.
Do you have her cell phone, and does that present any tracking potential?
We're looking at that as we speak.
But do you have it, or do you not?
We do have it.
Can you give us a little bit more of a timeline? Because you said she didn't leave on her own. That she was last seen at 9:45. She would have reported missing at 7 p.m.
I believe what happened there was at 9:45 in the evening, her children left her off. At some time earlier that morning, they got a call from somebody at the church who said, hey, your mom's not here. The family went to the house. I'm thinking they spent some time looking for her themselves before they called us. So I'm guessing maybe they got there around 11. So they did some searching and realized we need some help, and they called 911.
Do you have any idea what time Nancy would have been taken from the home?
There's a lot of things working there, and I just can't say that right now.
Has Savannah Guthrie, has she had any threats to herself?
We've spoken to her. We'll continue to work with that. She has a security team that's been in touch with us throughout the night. But we're not going to dismiss any angles for sure. But right now, immediately, we don't know of anything like that.
Is she in town or on the way here?
She's here.
Can you give us any more? What should somebody be looking for? Because when I was out in the neighborhood, the neighbors are obviously incredibly concerned. But is there anything, a tip? I mean, one neighbor stopped me and he didn't know if he should call you or not.
Oh my goodness,
But
call.
So what should somebody be looking for?
Well, first of all, I'd ask them, go through their cameras, go through their Ring cameras, whatever cameras they may have. Don't dismiss it that, oh, well, we really can't see the house. They still might see something. Maybe it's somebody walking by. Maybe it's a vehicle driving by at that time of day. But go through all your cameras in that neighborhood and tell us if you see something. Maybe somebody already, we know this happens, right? Oh, I saw something suspicious, but I didn't think it was worth calling in, so I didn't call it in. Well, now it's call in anything you've seen or heard. Maybe it's a neighbor telling you, I saw this or I heard that. Call us. Don't tell the neighbor to call us. Tell the neighbor to call us, but you call us as well. We'll put it together. We'll get, trust me, I'm sure we're going to get inundated with a lot of calls. We'll handle that.
Did she live alone?
I believe, yes, she did. Yeah.
Were there any caregivers who are normally associated with her?
Well, she has house staff that comes by, takes care of the yard, whatever, and her house and that. But those people we'll be talking with and have talked to some of them already. Nobody actually lives with her. No. Like I say, she's of great sound mind and she is mobile. It's just, it's a challenge for her to get, as the family says, she couldn't walk 50 yards by herself. So. I'm sorry. We, like I said, we work closely with all of our partners, whether they're FBI, ATF, ICE, whoever. We know that they have certain capabilities and certain resources, just as we have certain capabilities and resources. So yes, we'll continue to work with them, and they've offered assistance to us. We accept that assistance and we offer assistance. But just last week, the FBI called us to handle a shooting that involved Border Patrol. You need to know that. That's just day-to-day routine work for the law enforcement in Pima County in Tucson. We work very closely with our partners.
With the amount of time that's gone by, how wide do you cast the net? Statewide, national?
Well, yes, national for sure. I'm hoping the national media's picked up on this. We've gotten a lot of reports, but statewide as well, with Amber Alerts, things like that. All of those things we use. Every tool we have, we will use. You guys are too easy. Thank you so much. I apologize for being late. I apologize for my political rhetoric of the Board of Supervisors or the City Council. I just get so frustrated and we just can't do this job without their support. We don't need political statements from the dais and mumbo jumbo. We need them to listen to their law enforcement leaders and really pay attention to the fact that we understand that there's a great potential for abuses in today's world with the technology that's available to us. But you have to, at some point in time, have some faith and trust in your leadership in the law enforcement community to know and understand that we too were elected here to provide a service to our community. I can't think of a community in this planet that wouldn't tell you, number one is public safety. Everybody just wants to be able to know that they can go outside and enjoy their community and come home and be safe at night in their rooms, asleep in bed. And this lady wasn't able to accomplish that. That's a sad statement. We need her back. We need to find her. And time is very critical. She is 84. She needs her meds. Her family needs her too. Thank you so much for being here.
I was going to have David say his first and last name and spell it.
Oh, sure. My name is Sergeant David, common spelling D-A-V-I-D, Stivers, S-T-I-V as in Victor, E-R-S.
So what's your title?
Sergeant.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, he was kind of getting off track there at the very end. Like, we didn't need apologies about all of that. Okay, and I hate that we could not hear the questions being asked. Like, I was trying to listen and write down what I could hear, but they were just too far back from the mics. Justice Jane, thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm doing something on my notes here.
I just hope they find her.
I do too, and I hope she's alive and is in good a condition that she could possibly be in for what has went on. See, it's this crazy story should have been an episode on Dateline. Oh wow, Courtney. Elsie, that is true. I mean, I didn't need to hear the apology for like all of that. And I think the other guy was wanting to come in and say something whenever he started talking about, apologizing for all that and kind of cut that dude off. Okay, let me get up to my county real quick on here and just see if they updated anything. All right, so they posted 53. Wait, hold on. Let me see what this is real quick. Okay, so there was one 3 hours ago, just asking if the neighbors had any photos or videos that may help. The police sent it in. Okay, so 53 minutes ago they posted. Let me do this. Try and pull it up. They have a reward out now. He was too wishy-washy for you, King. Like, I get that they can't give out all of the information, just because they don't want to hinder the investigation, but he, to be a sheriff, man, he's very soft-spoken. Or I think he is anyway. Okay, so they have a $2,500 reward for information leading to the arrest of the person or persons involved in the disappearance. The Pima County Sheriff's Department is seeking the public's assistance with any information related to the disappearance of Miss Nancy Guthrie. She was last seen at her home near Skyline and Campbell around 9:30 p.m. on Saturday, January 31st, 2026. Any video or photograph information is strongly requested for the evaluation and analysis of evidentiary value. So anyone with information is urged to contact 88 a crime. The tipsters will remain anonymous, and it has all of their phone numbers and uh, links that you can go to and all of that to submit any information that you may have. Sally, that's what I said. $2,500. It seems like it could be more. Should be
It
more.
definitely should be more.
Yeah. But it could go up some too. Maybe after it, if time continues passing by, it could go up. Let's see, they don't have much to run with, or they're holding back. Elsie, I think they're holding back some. They're not want to give out what it is that is telling them that it is a crime there. Um, like and this presser was from earlier today, so there has been more information that I believe that has came out. I need to go digging for it a little bit more than what I've already gotten. I don't even know if they have a. Let me see if there's a group for her. Oh, um, Betty Joe.
Yeah.
Remind me before I end the live tonight to look up and see. Oh shit, what's the woman's name? Tiffany Adams from Oklahoma
All right.
that murdered the two Kansas moms, uh, Veronica and Jillian.
Uh-huh.
She was supposed to. Tiffany was supposed to be sentenced today. And don't let me forget to look that up. Lord knows, if the man don't remind me, I will be done about it. Okay, so there is. Let's see. There is one group. Let's see what they got going on here. See, that's weird. Unless they're already on a suspect, they must have some more to say. She was snatched from her bed. Yeah, see, Tip, they haven't given out that information either of why they're thinking that she was already in bed and asleep, which I understand she was dropped off 9:30 to 9:45 or whatever. But is there video evidence that she was already in bed, or that there's video evidence of a time frame of when someone was seen on her cameras? Or could it have been phone data? Maybe she was using her phone or something and then she stopped using it at a certain time. Like, they're not giving out the whole timeline. Like, we have a partial timeline, and y'all know timelines are my thing or whatever, but like they're not giving out the whole thing.
They're not doing something.
Which, like I said, I do understand they don't want to hinder the investigation. If they have a suspect in mind, they don't want to put out something out, and where the suspect can hear it
Yeah.
and possibly run, possibly if they haven't harmed her, hurt her in some way. If they arrest this person and they get them to talk, they need this person to say certain things that only the person that did this is going to say.
Yeah.
They're not going to be, it's not going to be something that's been heard through media. See, as much as I have a mommy dearest, but I have her camera access and I know where she's at. I mean, honestly, King, that's the best way to do it. Um, Mama, like, y'all know how I feel about my mama. Uh, I just, this may seem cold hearted. If it does, that's fine. She's not worth me spending my money on cameras and all that.
Yeah, but you still wouldn't want to see her kidnapped.
No, I wouldn't. And God knows if she got sick tomorrow, I would be there to help her. But
Right.
it's there's still a lot there. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
She, thank you so much for that. That was very nice of you. Um, it would take a lot for me to spend my money on her. They would give your mom right back. Tip, they would probably my mom too. Honestly. Courtney, I did until I was 10 years old, and then when she met my stepdad, it was like a light switch flipped, and it just kind of went downhill from there, and it's been hell ever since. Even though he's been dead since 2013. Oh, I was looking at this.
Get down, cat.
Okay, so somebody did mention in the Facebook group, and I don't want to pull it up where y'all can see it just because it has all the members' names on it and everything, but it's called Miss and Nancy Guthrie Discussion and Updates if anybody wants to go join it on Facebook. But someone had put a comment on there that they said, I rewatched the presser that they held earlier, and there's no mention of it being a gated community. And I didn't look on Google Maps. I guess I could go back and try to find an entrance point to the neighborhood, but I haven't heard of it being gated either. Just that it would be very hard to navigate. Like, it would have to be someone who knew where they were going, how to get in and how to get out. Someone else says it's not that they live in that area, but anybody can say that they live in that area. Okay, so someone posted on here. Of course, they posted as anonymous. I just want to know if they have tried accessing her pacemaker activity. It was reported that she has one. Newer models and uh, can even be tracked. Surely they have that though. Now, don't know if she has a pacemaker. This is just what they're saying on here.
I believe the only one going to know that is the law
It's the,
enforcement and her family.
yeah, and that could be something that law enforcement has. Um, that they're not gonna, because honestly, I don't think that they're gonna put out all of her medical
Oh, no.
problems that she has, just that she needs the medication. And someone had asked earlier about, like, well, if it was somebody that she knew and they knew that she needed the medicine, wouldn't they take it? Um, I could say yes and no. If they actually cared about her, they wouldn't have done this to her anyway. But it could have been a situation where they were in a hurry and didn't even think about the medicine. I'm pretty sure she wasn't thinking about it. She's probably dead.
Mm.
And it didn't dawn on her to say something about her medicine or try to get it, or because I think if that's the case, she would have maybe tried to get to her phone if she could have. And they have not said where the phone was in the house that I have heard. Now, if anybody else has heard that, please share it. But was it in her bedroom? Was it in another part of the house? They haven't put that information out there either. But if she does have a pacemaker, that would be interesting to know uh, they were able to look into that.
Right.
Oh, life can get crazy, Scarlett. Gigi, that is the truth. I can tell you, from my life from the time I was 11 years old till I'm 45 right now, I could write 2 or 3 books on it, y'all. Y'all just don't know. It has been crazy, crazy. I'm just, I'm just going through here, trying to see if there's anything maybe that somebody had. I don't see anything, so. But I joined the group, so I'll keep up with that tomorrow. They could have taken a couple of pills and left the bottle, but they still have to count the pills. I mean, police would count it just to make sure, that she was taking her meds the right way, or maybe if there was some extra ones taken. But they're saying that she doesn't have it, so I'm wondering if they did count it and there was no extra ones taken. They know that she has to have it within 24 hours, or it could be fatal. you know, how hard is it to get medication like that in Mexico? See, the part that's a little sus to me is that her kids didn't know that she was missing until someone said something, but I guess that. So, King, the way I understand it is she was supposed to be at church that morning. When she didn't show up at church, I guess the church members got worried about her. Um, and then that's when they called the kids. I don't think Savannah lives in Arizona. Uh, wherever the Today Show is done at, LA, New York, where I'm assuming that's where she lives at.
It's New York, I believe.
Okay, well, that could be where she lives at. Um, but I think he said on that presser a minute ago that they got a call around, the kids did, from the people at the church around 11. The kids went to the house, looked for her, and then they couldn't find her, and then they ended up calling about 12. They called 911.
And by then, her daughter
And
from Good Morning America probably, or Today's Show, I meant, probably flew in.
yeah, from my understanding, as soon as she found out about it, she flew to Arizona.
Yeah.
I'm just like, did they have her on? Well, I guess Flight 360 wouldn't really matter because she didn't take a phone. I don't know. I have a lot of questions, but we're probably it'll we may get answers to them. Then again, we may not. Who knows? Oh, no. I gotta change the batteries in that.
Mighty cold out here.
Shit, I'm still hot. It's 52 degrees here. I got the air and the fan going in here.
You can come stand out here and
No, I'm done with cold weather. I'm not complaining about it being hot. I'm just saying that it's hot. Uh, Courtney, yes, I saw that he posted today, earlier this morning, I believe it was, that he was headed to Tucson also. I know there's a lot of media out there right now. And there was one picture that I had seen. Uh, Media was just lined up and down the road, on the side of the road. Life can be a beach. Gigi, I'm not gonna lie, I wish I was on a beach somewhere right now.
right about now, that sounds good.
Yeah.
As long as it ain't cold. Myrtle
Yeah.
Beach got snow in it too, so
Yeah, I saw
good
that.
going there.
Okay, while I'm thinking about it, y'all, let me look up uh, Tiffany Adams because
I
I've
was getting
got,
ready to tell you this.
yeah, it just crossed my mind. I didn't even realize she was supposed to be sentenced today, but let's see.
It's so cold. It'd be against the law to come outside in the cold.
Yeah. Too bad though you can't stay inside. You have to go out to smoke.
That's all right. I don't want to
Uh,
run away.
right. Gigi, I have seen a couple of people say something like that. Why was she living at home by herself? You know, if she has mobility issues. A lot of older people just they want that independence. Hey, Paul, how are you? Um, they might have thought that she was okay, you know, as far as like workers coming in and helping her out and stuff like that. It could be a couple of different reasons. But there's been questions about that as well.
Yeah, some like to live alone, others don't. I'm the type that don't like to be alone, so
What the fuck is texting?
my kids are gonna take care of me forever.
Oh, that's not y'all. I had been on here for an hour and a half, and my son is still texting me, and I even answered him back. I need the mods to go to Discord for a second.
What happened?
All right, mods, if y'all can go to Discord and check the mods on my channel.
All right.
Betty Joe, you don't have to, unless you can do it without it throwing you off. Just mainly the ones in chat. And then, Chrissy, I just saw your comment. I'll get back to you as well. Okay, I gotta get back over to Tiffany's thing now. Okay, so Tiffany Adams was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole for the murders of Veronica Butler and Jillian Kelly. She received 2 life sentences for 2 counts of first-degree murder, 5 years each for 2 counts of unlawful removal of a dead body, 7 years each for 2 counts of unlawful desecration of a human corpse. All sentences are to run concurrently, meaning that she will serve a single life sentence.
Good.
Okay, Christy, did you hear me? Whenever I said I just saw your message, I'll get back to you. And to check uh, the Mods Only channel on Discord. Let's see. So the sentencing followed her no contest plea in October 2025, which avoided the death penalty. All five of them should have gotten the death penalty. Like the planning that went into this. Okay, thank you, Chrissy. The planning, um, the stuff that she herself went and bought to do this, they all should have got the DP. Every single one of them. The rest of them haven't went to court though. I think. Oh, is it not Cole, but his wife Cora? I believe her and Paul Grice are supposed to turn state's evidence against Tad and Cole, from my understanding. So I don't know when they're going to go have their trials. Tad's been acting like a little pansy ass throughout the whole thing, trying to get judges thrown off the case and everything else. So you can't. Can you hear me better now, Sally? Because I was sitting back.
If you hear slurping, it's the dog drinking water.
I was just about to ask what that noise was.
No, it's the dog. She's drinking water.
Okay, thank you, Sally.
I'll mute while she's drinking.
No, she's fine. She's not hurting me.
She's in the house because it's real cold outside and it snowed.
Uh-huh.
We don't leave them outside in the cold weather. Well, she's the only one that's outside, but she's been in the house for almost 2 weeks and she's not liking it too much.
Poor thing.
She'd rather be outside.
Okay, so MAGA, I'm just going to go ahead and tell you, you're more than welcome to stay in here, but if you're going to stay in my chat, you're not going to throw any political shit out. Just letting you know now. We don't do that over here, and we ain't doing the drama. If you want to talk true crime, that's fine, but we're not doing politics.
I don't understand why people gotta get into that stuff.
Because they have nothing better to do. It's kind of funny how we've had two people that come in here that I have never seen before. In a matter of like 5 minutes each. Crazy how that is.
Yeah, well, always got somebody in somewhere.
I mean, we ain't had no trolls in a while though. Of course, I haven't been alive enough to have trolls, but we haven't had them in a while.
Even when you have went live, we haven't had any.
No, usually people's been pretty good about not coming in here and trolling. But I also have it, I believe. Hold on, let me go back and look. I don't think I put it on subs only tonight either.
Come on, dog. It's cold out here. Hurry up.
Oh, let me tell you, last night here it was cold, right? Klaus, right when I'm getting ready to go to bed, decides he wants to whine because he wants to go out. Knowing damn good and well he did not have to go out and use the bathroom.
He wanted to go out and be nosy.
He wouldn't shut up, so I got up and I took him out. It was probably 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. It was cold too. Okay, I'm out here in a hoodie, sweatpants, jacket, beanie on my head. Like I'm cold. Okay, and this motherfucker's walking around the yard smelling all the grass, everything in the yard, playing with the cats. Ain't even doing what he's supposed to be doing outside. How the? Oh, here we go.
She usually, when I let her out, because I don't put her on a leash, she stays in the yard.
Mm.
Usually she'll run around back, buy her
Uh,
pen, do her business, and come back.
See,
Earlier,
I have
let
to.
her out.
Klaus has to be put on a leash, or he runs off.
Earlier, I let her out, and it's like, where is this dog at? Why is she coming back to the house? She's out there rolling in the snow.
She's playing.
I was like, we ain't got time for this. Let's go.
Well, Klaus is like me. He really doesn't like cold weather. Uh, but last night he was. I don't know what his problem was. It just happened to be 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning that he would not shut up on it, making me think he had to go out. And like I said, I can't just let him out. Even though I live in the middle of nowhere, I can't just let him out. He has to go out on a leash.
Yeah. No, all the dogs that all our dogs stay in the yard.
Shit, Klaus, he's like 3 days older than Dirt. Like he's literally so old he came over on Noah's Ark, and he's going blind. And I believe the dog is deaf, or he's just learned to ignore me when I talk to him. But he will still chase a car.
Oh, damn.
He
Hello.
will still. Hey, Bubbles,
Hi.
what are you doing?
I was just building a little cow house with my tablet so I can watch it with it.
Aww.
And when it destroys, then I just fix it back up.
Look, did you
And
like the snow?
Yes, like the snow.
Yeah, I liked it.
You did?
Even my sister loved it. I made a little snowman. His name was Harry. I mean Gerald Harry. Yeah, Gerald Harry. And then he melted when the snow started to melt, and I was sad. But guess what?
What?
It was on the ground. And
There's still snow on the ground, silly.
I know, bruh. And then, be quiet. Be quiet.
Okay, but look, Bubbles, you're going to have to build Auntie Scarlet another snowman and then get a picture of it, okay?
Okay.
And then that way we can see it.
I just got a picture of it. I'll tell Mommy to send it to you.
Okay, that's fine.
To me.
Yeah, get her to send it to you, and then you can post it in the
But she's so funny. Gerald, Harry.
She couldn't pick up her mind which one it was, so it was just Gerald Harry.
Yeah.
But anyway, I made
You just come in here and take over?
No,
Of course she does.
Okay, go ahead. Tell them.
We already know this.
So there was a lot of birds in our backyard. Like 40 of them. And that was a lot of birds. And when I was playing with my Barbies, then I saw them. And I was like, oh my gosh, there's a lot of birds. So yeah.
Okay. Now she's learning this. She's learning to spell words.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now listen. Spell fox.
FOX.
Good job.
What else can you spell?
C.
The. Spell the.
THE. And now let me spell C.
Okay.
SEE.
Right.
C.
All right. Are you done?
Yep.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
She's crazy.
Metamom, no, they're she's out tomorrow, right, Betty Jo?
Yeah, no, it's remote learning tomorrow.
Okay.
So what she'll have to do is she's got assignments that she has to do.
Yeah. Well, that still sucks, man, because when we had, I think we had a snow day once whenever I was in school, because it hardly ever snows down here.
Well, today's school was closed, so they didn't have to do it. But tomorrow's
is a remote learning day, so she'll have to do.
She has to do that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. We didn't have no remote learning back in my day, though. Thank God. 'Cause
Yeah,
I wouldn't have done
we
it.
we didn't have it either.
Mm.
If we had snow, we just stayed home from school because it was closed.
Yeah, because can't nobody down here driving in snow or ice.
Yeah.
So they, like I said, it wasn't even doing anything the other day, and they shut the whole damn state down.
Yeah. They did that same thing here. Like when we got to ice, I'd say the next day and a half it was clear.
Hmm.
But the back roads and the side roads, they weren't clear. So
Yeah,
they kept school closed until Friday.
yeah. That's how it usually is here. Which because I live on this dirt road, it gets really muddy,
Yeah.
and you have to have a four wheel drive just to get in and out. And then our other back roads end up flooding, and so the main roads really aren't clear either. Because like I said, nobody around here knows how to drive in it.
Right. So they don't drive.
Yeah, so they don't drive. We don't have snow plows and salt trucks and all that here either. Um, so there's one or two people that every single morning, no matter what type of weather it is, thinks that they have to go to the store. Okay. And they're gonna go whether the store is open or not. They're gonna get out on the roads even though they should not do it. And
Right.
so that's the crazy people who usually kind of keep the roads with the tire tracks that you kind of follow in behind. Other than that, usually everybody else stays home.
Yeah.
Try being a lunch lady during remote learning thousands of. Oh God, Courtney, I can't imagine. King says they want everybody's cortisol levels high.
Huh.
See, Gigi, my dog wouldn't do that. He would open up the door and he would see snow and he'd be like, "Oh hell no!"
These dogs, they're crazy. They love the snow.
God, Klaus is like I said though. He's 3 days older than Dirt. He doesn't like the cold. He doesn't like the heat. He's just as bad as I am about the weather.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not a big fan of the. I used to like the snow and the cold, and not no more. I'm too old
Yeah,
for
when we was like 5 years old and it was fun.
it.
It's not fun no more. Like I don't like the cold weather. King, he is not a puppy. He is 67 pounds now. No. I told him the other day I was going to give him away to somebody if he didn't shut up. Because he was just like walking around the house and he was just whining for no reason. Like he didn't need to go out. He had food. He had water. He has all of his toys to play with. He wanted on the bed, and because I had a kitten in the house that was I didn't want to leave her uh, outside because of it being cold, and because she was laying where he climbs up on my bed at, because he's so old he can't just jump up on the bed, he has to climb up on the bed. But because the kitten was laying there, he was having a panic attack over it because the cat was in his way and he couldn't get on the bed. Okay, I have a king size bed. There's a whole nother 3 sides of a bed that he can climb up on, and it has to be in that one spot.
Shouldn't you be in bed? She said nope. She's out there fighting with her mom. Her mom said go to bed. She said nope. She
She's not
cracks
ready
me
to go
up.
to bed.
She cracks me up. That little. Little wise ass.
Okay, Sally, I just answered you. Oh, never mind. You're typing.
Listen, Cat, I about had enough of you.
Hold on just a second. Okay, I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay. Okay. Y'all give me just 1 second. I'm just
You got it.
answering something back. Okay. So go back here. And I'll go back in this one.
Little girl, where you going?
Leave that baby alone, baby Joe.
Hey. Little one.
What's she doing wrong?
I don't know. What are you doing?
Nothing. She's not doing a thing wrong.
Well, you better sit down. You do it. No, you wanted this? She's fighting sleep.
Well, she does that all the time.
She knows if she lays down, she's done.
That's every night that we're alive.
So
she
funny.
Does.
Her tablet during the weekend, her tablet will time out at 11 o'clock. During the week, it's 8 o'clock.
Oh,
so
Lord.
It timed out at 8 o'clock. She said, Mom, can I have another hour?
Wait, did she give it to her?
Yeah.
Okay.
So then when that timed out, she said, Mom, can I get another hour? For 4 hours, she's been getting another hour.
Well, I mean, she doesn't have school tomorrow, so...
It's just funny how she says it. Mom, can I get another hour?
Well, I mean, the fact that she asked so nicely, that she deserved 2 more hours, so...
So funny, though.
I still got to get her, or try to find her, those other things that we were talking about.
Yeah. Like, last night, she wasn't tired. He said, Mama, can you give me another hour? I said, you know it sends the alert to Mommy's phone, right? He said, man. So I walked out.
She tried to sneak it out without her mama knowing it.
I walked out the living room. I said, your daughter was trying to talk me into giving her another hour. She says, go ahead, give her another hour. So I did. She said her name. She said, baby, you know I get the alerts on the phone, right? She says, Mom. I said, she knows about it. She's messing with you. She said, Mama, you was trying to get me in trouble.
Poor baby. Well, she don't have it a couple more months, and then it'll be summer, so...
Yeah. But
okay.
She's...
We have been here for an hour, almost 2 hours now.
Yep.
I need to get off here. Try to get some sleep, y'all. I went and bought this, because you know how I'm always complaining about not sleeping and all that, and I think people think that I'm crazy that I get more sleep than I do. So I went and bought this smart ring, and I have this thing on my phone. Okay, so it tells my sleep patterns and all this and that. The first night, I got an hour and 37 minutes of sleep. That was total sleep. Last night, in 7 hours, I got 3 hours and 40-something minutes of total sleep. I gotta figure. I need whatever Bubbles has got. Like, did it gets to the point that I have to fight to sleep?
Yeah. But the minute that she lays down,
That's
she's
what
out.
I'm saying. That I need whatever it is.
I don't know what she does.
I need some of it because I need it to be so bad that I'm fighting it, and then as soon as my head hits the pillow,
Yeah,
I'm out.
she's gone. Like if I was to make her lay down right now, in 2 minutes she'd be out.
I wish I could do that.
I wish I could do that because
I
I talk
haven't.
to her all night long, or I'm being kicked off the bed by the little one.
No, she does not do that. Come on.
She sleeps wild.
That's probably my problem. I sleep. I'm a ball sleeper. Like I told you, I have woke up in the middle of the night and be at the other end of the bed.
She's done that quite a few times. Be at the end of the bed. I was like, what in the world are you doing?
And the thing is, though, I have no memory of why I got down there. But at some point during the night, I turned and got on the opposite end of the bed. I don't know if it's because I got hot and the air blows at that end of the bed or what it is, but
And she jumped up the other night. She's scared because I had just dozed off. She jumps up. Mom, there's spiders on me. I said, what?
oh, poor baby.
I said, what was you watching before you went to sleep? She scared the shit out of me. I said, there is no spiders on you. Stop.
She could have been just dreaming and thought there was.
I said, I don't know what you was watching before you went to sleep, but don't watch it no more.
Oh, poor thing.
I mean, she
All
was
right.
just jumps right up. It's like, whoa, wait a minute.
Oh, Gigi, thank you so much for that. That was very nice of you. I don't know why it doesn't let me. I have to go over to YouTube to like it.
I don't know. They've been having stupid problems with StreamYard.
Yeah, I was in the Experts Live. I was in there last night, but I don't think it was last night. I think it was like the night before that, or it might have been Friday night. He did his Friday Night Live, and there was some issues that he was having with his StreamYard too. But now they've got it where in StreamYard you can tag people in the private chat that's on your panel.
Right.
Where used to you couldn't do that. You could only do that in YouTube chat, which is why I have both chats pulled up on one screen.
Right.
But for some reason, like when Gigi sent the super chat, in order for me to like it or to love it, to heart it or whatever, I have to go over to the YouTube chat to do that. It won't let me do that just in StreamYard.
I don't know. They said somebody was saying something about they updated it, but they haven't got to the update like the newer.
Yeah, because every time, and y'all know I don't go live every night, but whenever I do miss a couple of nights and then I come back and go to schedule it, there's like 4 or 5 different new updates on here.
Yeah,
that,
it's like
that they've done. Which, I mean, honestly, for the price that I was paying before, when it was $25 a month, and now that we're paying $45 a month for this, they should be updating it 2 or 3 times a day with new shit.
Oh yeah.
Because that everybody who is using StreamYard now, that's the minimum that we're paying for it.
that's crazy.
And I love StreamYard, but like they need to work out the kinks and all that.
Yeah, because every time you turn around, they're having problems with it.
Yeah.
Like going on panel, like what just happened to me when you couldn't hear me.
Well, before when I would have people on panel and then I would share something on the panel and then I would take it down, everybody would automatically come back up on panel. All of our icons or whatever.
Right,
now
right.
I have to add us back up there, which I'm not used to doing that. And so I always forget. So we're sitting here with a live with nobody sitting on the panel, even though we are up there.
Yeah.
Y'all, I gotta write myself a note. 'Cause I gotta go buy ink pens tomorrow. I just got my last one out of my box today.
I'm getting tired of coffee. I get over it, and then I start coughing.
Seems like there's something they could give you that would make you stop. There's something else I was going to do real quick before I got off here. I don't really know what it is. Courtney, the ones that I have are, what are these called? They're the RSVP ones, the pintail ones. But when I ordered these, I thought, y'all, this is, if you're left-handed, you will understand what I'm about to say. Um, Left-handed people, or most of them that I have ever met, they have to use a fine point pen. I don't know why. It, it's just a left-handed thing, I think. When I ordered these, I thought it was a fine point pen, and it was not. It was a medium point. Um, but I went ahead and used them because I wasn't going to throw them away or get rid of them. But I grabbed my last one out of the box today, and as much as I write, by 3 or 4 days it'll be out of ink. So I'm gonna have to get some more. And I have all the rest of them still sitting on my keyboard up here that I need to throw in the trash. All of these are out of ink also. And I have one that's got a little bit in it, but I think that shit's dried up. It won't. That's the reason why I had to get the last one out because they quit writing. Gigi,
Yeah.
what's high? You talking about the StreamYard price? Is that what you're talking about? That's high? Because I can tell you, I damn near fell off my chair when I saw how much they jacked the price up, which is crazy.
It is crazy.
I mean, I get that they're adding new stuff, but I still don't think it was worth a $25 or yeah, $25 price increase.
I think it should be free.
Well, I mean, they do have a free version of it, but uh, you don't get all of the features on the free version,
Right.
and they only give you 20 hours of streaming a month. And there's, I, I mean, right now I could probably work with that because I don't go live. I really do need to get
I'm
some
back.
lives again. Um, but it's just easier just to pay the money and get all of the features, and then that way I have all of it.
Well, it still should be free with all the features.
It yeah, I agree. It should be.
She done left again.
She's like, I'm back, and then she's gone.
Then she's gone. Out of here.
Gigi, I use pretty much any pens as long as they're fine points, and I have to have wide ruled paper because I write so damn big. See, every piece of everything that exists has been up. Elsie, that is true. Inflation is ridiculous.
Bye. You need to go to bed. It's 1 o'clock in the morning.
Now, Betty Joe, when is that baby, other than school, on school nights, ever went to bed early when we've been live?
Never.
Exactly. But I do need to get off here because it has been 2 hours that I've been on here now.
Yeah.
So maybe if I get off here, she'll go to bed.
I need to take some cough medicine too.
Yeah, hopefully it'll help you.
Yeah, I'm tired of this already.
Gigi, no, I went everything that I do now as far as notes and all of that for the lives is all on just regular paper, and then I just put them in a binder. It's easier for me to do it like that. I have too many notebooks that's in boxes right now. Just from Kylie Rodney's case, I had all those notebooks, and yeah, it took up too much room. So
Me,
it's
I wish these people would leave BK's case alone. It's over with. Let it go.
oh girl, let me tell you, you want to see some funny shit? Get on Twitter and just read some of the stuff that they talk about over there.
It's
Like
it's they're dragging it out.
it's I don't under. That's why I quit talking about it when he pled guilty. Like I streamed all that, but like I've read the documents that came out. I've looked at all the pictures that they've released. Um, some people they can do whatever they want. It's their channel. Some people did show some of the photos. I'm not going to show them.
No.
There's no reason to show the photos, even the ones that are redacted that has the victims in it, but they redacted them. There's too much red fluid in that
Yeah.
house to
It
be
needs
showing.
owned.
You know, families are watching it, friends of the victims are watching it. I'm not going to do that. I did look at them. I read the documents. It's just I'm over the BK case. Like
Yeah,
you know,
because you got some creators. Oh, just because he pled guilty don't mean he's guilty. Okay, an innocent man's gonna plead guilty and take the rap for somebody else. I don't think so.
there has been so much of that going on Twitter. I'm telling you, damn near knockdown dragouts on Twitter over him innocent, him guilty. He didn't do it. Yeah, he did do it. There's no evidence to prove that he did it. Yes, there is. Just like you said, he pled guilty to it. Like there's just it's the whole back and forth, and it's comical to read.
Yeah.
But damn, after a while, it gets old. Just like leave it alone.
Yep.
You know.
I read some of the stuff on because they do the same thing on Facebook.
Hmm.
Oh my god, it's like, do you ever shut up?
It's just like damn. Which I mean, they did that with Kylie Rodney though.
Yeah, they did.
But the difference between the two cases is I will never think that Kylie Rodney was alive when she went in that water.
Right.
I will never think that. Um, I will never think that she was the one who drove into that water. But
No.
it's two different circumstances, two different cases.
Yep.
Completely different. But yeah, there were kids that were lost in both of them. Um, but yeah, it's just
Yeah. All right.
Chrissy. Wait, Chrissy, why are you gonna change your name? And then you're not gonna tell me that you changed your name, and then you're gonna come in here with a new name talking about I love y'all. I, girl,
I like that name though.
and then she gonna say I changed my name. Really? You got to give me a heads up on these things.
All right. Well, I'll let you get out of here.
All right. Well, have a good night. I hope you feel better.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Good night.
Night. Yeah, Chrissy, bro. You better be glad you had a wrench. For real. Okay, I'm about to get out of here, y'all. I'm gonna keep up with Nancy Guthrie's case. If there's anything, what am I waiting for, Sally? If there's anything new that comes up, I will. I'll post it in Discord tomorrow, and then I will. Sally, who found someone? In Nancy's case, they found someone. Sally, what are you talking about? Hold on, now, I'm looking. Just saw another two. Okay, so 20 minutes ago, they're saying that she was still missing. They believe she was taken from her home while she slept. Sally, where are they getting this information from? Hang on, let me go to. That was 3 hours ago. They haven't released anything on the Pima County Sheriff's Department Twitter account. Okay, well then it probably wasn't true, Sally. Hold on, let me check Facebook real quick and just see if there's something on there. Okay, there's nothing on here either. So I don't know whoever's posting. I don't know where they're getting it from. Unless I'm missing it somewhere. Oh wait, hold on. Nancy Guthrie was with these two people and possibly others before she went missing. Oh, this is her daughter and her boyfriend. They both bought a $650,000 home last year, 10 minutes away from Nancy's home. That don't mean anything. What the hell? Give me just a second, y'all. Sally, I'm here. I'm just reading real quick. I'm going through Twitter. Just to see if there's any updates. And I'm not seeing anything. Nothing that we don't already know anyway. Okay, so I will keep up with it. If there's anything that is that comes up tomorrow, I'll put it in Discord. And yeah, Elsie, I'm not seeing anything. I don't see anything on Facebook. I don't see anything on Twitter that anybody is posting about it. And whenever I searched on Google, there was no new news articles. It's Sally. It's fine. You don't have to apologize. But so I'll keep up with it. If anything new comes up, I'll post it in Discord. I should see tomorrow's Tuesday. I don't think I have anything to do Wednesday, so I'll probably go live again tomorrow night and go over everything new that they talk about tomorrow if something does come out. So I'm going to go ahead and get off of here for the night. I love you all. Thank you all so much for coming and hanging out. Thank you to those who did super chats, super stickers. That was very nice of you and very much appreciate it. And I will talk with all of you later on.